Hello. The price of Bitcoin is $35,200. The price is coming down right now and I am buying the dip. I removed a little bit more equity from this trade last night, bringing my total overall profit up to $121,000, $43,000 left in the trade, and now a $2.7 million position size with an entry point of $34,660. Of course, that's not the only thing we're trading here, and I have opened a new trade today as well on Gala. So we're going to be talking about that in today's video. Now, a very strong trend that I've been noticing in the crypto space for the past few days now has definitely been going down. The price goes down between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. It turns 6 o'clock, and for whatever reason, the past few days, Bitcoin's price has been rallying from like late afternoon into late evening and then kind of staying flat overnight and then dumping back down in the morning and throughout the course of the daytime, then rising up again in the evening. So I'm betting on that happening again today. Also, a huge piece of news that no one seems to be paying attention to is that Circle, the stablecoin issuer of USDC, is considering going public in an IPO in 2024. What does that mean? That means that as well as a Bitcoin ETF, we're going to have an IPO, or rather, exchange tradable stock for a stablecoin company, which means that then you can invest in the growth of stablecoins. We all know how profitable stablecoins are. There is a reason why all these stablecoin companies are popping up, and it's because, look, if you become the issuer of money, you can create a lot of money. So today, we're going to be discussing the price of Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about those stablecoins. And if you wouldn't mind, you should definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I don't know why you're not subscribed yet. Please do subscribe. It'd be nice if we can get 1 subscriber, 1 like, and 1 comment. Nobody ever leaves comments these days. So do that. Join the club. We do well on this channel, and let's crack on. Starting out, look at this mess. Just look at it. $35,197. This mess right here, well, I'm going to explain what it all means. And to be honest, I think it's another buy the dip. I really do. I know that you're going to get bored of me saying buy the dip at some stage, but as it is, look, every dip here was worth buying. I don't know why this dip wouldn't be worth buying every time we seem to go higher than what we've been before. And ultimately, Bitcoin is forming a very, very bullish pattern right now. And to be honest, a breakout this evening is definitely on the cards. One of the things that I explained in yesterday's video is this here, these bands, this is the VWAP. In yesterday's video, I said, look, we're hugging the top of the VWAP, we'll come down a little bit, then the VWAP will close, it'll open up a new VWAP today, and when we start hugging the downside of that VWAP, that's when it's time to buy back into the market. Now, that's exactly what I've been doing here. You can see everywhere it shows green, these little green things. That's me buying at least 1 Bitcoin. And I bought a fair bit of Bitcoin today. We are back up at 2.7 million. And last night when I went to sleep, it was down at 2 million. So I've bought an extra $700,000 of Bitcoin today. And that has brought my entry up ever so slightly. If you are interested in trading, do check out BYBIT and also do check out BitGet. You'll find a link for BitGet in today's video description. If you're in the UK right now, you might be wondering, can I use these exchanges? Well, no, you can't use BYBIT, but you can use BitGet. You will find a link for it in today's video description. And if the sodding computer ever loads the website, I'll be able to give you a bit of a position update on my trade here. Yes, it's just loaded. $29,717 of profit. BitGet, check it out. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. But back to the price of Bitcoin right now. I think a bounce is on the cards. I think Bitcoin at least retests this high tonight. And to be honest, all Bitcoin needs to do at this point in time is break out. I'm going to get rid of the VWAP right now and the VRVP to just make the chart look a little bit cleaner. Here we go. We need to be breaking above and staying above on a 4-hour candle above the level of $35,606. Currently trading at $35,210. We are not that far away from that level. But we've also got to consider the potential downside. And where, if we're not going to be entering the trades here, say that Bitcoin keeps dipping, say that it just keeps going down from here, where is it going to land? Well, from my perspective, its landing is pretty clear, to be honest. We've got a very clear level of support to the downside here. It just got ruined by that bars. You can see we've got a clear level of support. We actually already came down and tested it, hence why I started buying in, because we did hit that level of support. We lose that level of support. Look, we're going to come all the way back down to my entry here. So as soon as we lose that level of support, I'm going to close the trade. I'll take the $30,000 profit and I'll re-enter when it enters down at the bottom, or rather gets back down to the bottom. I'm quite excited, though, about what's to come. I think the altcoin market is about to have a bit of a surge, and that's because Ethereum's Bitcoin price today has started rising again. It's only very minimal, and it's only a little bit over the course of the past hour or so. But when you zoom in on this chart, it's looking increasingly bullish. Don't forget, we've got this long-term break of the long-term downtrend. That's really good news. At the same time, we've got Ethereum. I mean, I need to get rid of these indicators. Just look awful when they're on the screen. Let's get rid of those. I'm going to chart this right now from scratch on the 15-minute. We've got here a couple of various different levels of support. We've got to plot our support and resistance first of all. So you can see that we're kind of trading within this band right here. We've also then got to identify where we've got our downtrends. So you'd say, well, look, that's kind of like a downtrend going along there. And at the same time, we've got another, just got another level of support really. We're kind of like penanting in a strange pennant. Either way, what we're looking for here is levels that we can identify that when we break above them, we'd expect a continuation of the trend or continuing trading to the upside. 15 minutes probably not detailed enough, to be honest, to be doing that. We need to be looking more so at the long term. So for that, we've got a clear level, or rather a level that we can treat as a target for the price of Ethereum right now. So if we reduce the scale there and zoom out just a little bit, then you can see that in theory, this should be the upside target level. So anywhere along this line, that's where logically you would say, look, that's where the price of Ethereum is going to get to. It's important to remember on the price of Ethereum, it's only just started rallying out from the depths. It's really not recovered an awful lot compared to Bitcoin because its Bitcoin valuation is down. I think the altcoin market is going to have a bit of a boom pretty soon. We're already seeing this with the price of Glimmer now being at 25 cents. Just last week when I was talking about it, it was at 16 cents. Now it's at 25 cents. Another coin that's up over the course of the past week, but down just a little bit over the past couple of days, is Elrond, now down at $41 again. But look at that pump that we experienced the other day. It doesn't look that big there when you compare it to its long-term time frames. But right now, I'd be saying, look, it's probably time to be going long on Elrond again. It's why I've gone long on Gala. But to be honest, it probably is time to open up an Elrond position as well. Let's open up a small Elrond position here. I already hold lots of Elrond, but sod it. Let's open up a small Elrond position. Let's buy, I don't know, 400 Elrond. Something like that, $16,000 position, pretty minimal. There we go, bosh, we've bought in. I think that Elrond is also probably going to do quite well over the next coming days, hence why I want a position in it. I am quite confident at this point in time the market is going to keep heading to the upside. I'd be surprised to see it. No, not that surprised. Ultimately, we've had a lot of rallying recently. If we did come to the downside, it wouldn't surprise me that much. And again, it's important to consider where is your last line of getting out, because you need to get out of the trade to make sure you make a profit on it. So the question is, when do you get out of these things? It's always the most difficult question. I just think it's still buying time. We're still very much rallying to the upside. We've not had that Bitcoin ETF approval yet. That's still coming, and we know it's going to happen. As well as having stories like this in the news, it just makes me more and more and more confident. There are other things that give me confidence right now. El Salvador's Bitcoin ATMs get Lightning Network upgrade. And of course, if you want to know the top 5 crypto Christmas gifts, go to cryptosavingexpert.com and read about this article where you'll find about Bitcoin socks, posters, mugs, neon signs. By the way, if you want to buy one of these neon signs, which looks literally like that, I mean, they are great, to be honest. It doesn't show up so well when I'm doing it like this, but in the background, oh, there we go. It even comes with a remote. I can show you the remote. You can use this remote to do all sorts of weird and wonderful things with it. What can I do off here? Let's turn up the brightness. There you go. Make it really, really bright. It is genuinely, it looks so cool. Anyway, yeah, if you want one of those, cryptosavingexpert.com and go to the store and you can get one for yourself. It's a pretty fun thing to have around. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. We know Bitcoin is back. We've not seen a resurgence in the altcoin market. I expect to see that resurgence in the altcoin market soon. Today, I'm back on the main channel. We're getting back to business, guys. I am ready to go to work. This is winter. This is when we all knuckle down. This is when we do the hardest work, and it's when we make the most money. If you look at typical profitability in crypto, December, January, February, always the most profitable months of the year. So we've got to get back down to work now. We've got to make sure we put in the hours, we put in the effort, and make sure we clear this winter with a significant profit. And I'm quite excited for that. Everybody is forgetting about Bitcoin mining difficulty and everything like that to do with the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving, don't forget, is happening in April. On April the 8th next year, we're going to rally into Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin ETF is going to get approved. We're going to have IPOs on the stock market for crypto companies. Everything is going to get so much better next year. When looking at the amount of positions getting liquidated in the market right now, you can see that predominantly it's short positions that are losing out right now. Shorts on Ethereum getting wrecked, shorts on Bitcoin getting wrecked, shorts on all of these things, to be honest, getting wrecked. Don't short things. Shorting is not a great idea right now. In general, shorting is always a bit of a risky one, but especially at the moment, shorting is not a great idea. I also added recently to my Solana trade is the other thing that I wanted to point out. So I can show you on here where I've been buying, because it'll pop up with the little green things. I bought there, I bought here, just at the very bottom, and last night I was doing a bit of buying also. So I've been increasing all of my altcoin positions in expectations that we see another bit of a rally up in the altcoin market. I think Bitcoin is probably going to continue to stagnate and slowly tick upwards. Look, if we break that $35,700 level, or $35,600 level, we're going to experience a massive pump, and it's going to be up to $37,000, and we're going to make a huge amount of money. The altcoin market's going to rally like crazy. I just think it's crazy to be betting against the market at this point in time until we lose a level of support. As it is right now, we're holding all levels of support. Everything is looking pretty strong, and I'll let you know when it changes. But for now, it all looks great. So on that note, do drop a like on today's video, join the community, subscribe to the channel, and check out links and information in today's video description if you're interested in trading. On that note, thank you all for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.